Today's review is all about gold. Welsh gold. But it's not really gold, it's whiskey gold. Stay tuned to find out. What about you whiskey lovers, and welcome to another episode of Whiskey Straight with me, Big Al. Thanks for tuning in again. It's great to have the pleasure of your company, and thanks for your ongoing support. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways apart from subscribing, all the links are in the description down below. And thank you to my patrons and those on Subscribestar and by other means who help me in other ways. Love you guys. Your support is greatly appreciated. So, lately I've done Irish whiskey, Scotch whiskey, bourbon whiskey. Now it's the time to go to Welsh whiskey. And this is the Penderyn Single Malt Madeira Finish. Now it's a non-aged statement that's been matured in ex-bourbon casks, obviously finished in Madeira wine casks, and it is, as you will probably realise from the introduction, part of Penderyn's gold range. Now, this came on my radar because a couple of weeks ago, Stuart there at Whiskey Whims did a review of this. And you know what? Because it was an offer, I thought, I'm going to go out and look in Tesco and get it and see if my thoughts aligned like his. So that's exactly what I did. So on the details of this whiskey, it's 46% ABV. It's natural coloured, it's non-chill filtered, obviously non-age stated, and the recommended retail price is around 38 quid. But recently, and for quite a long time, it's been on offer in some of the supermarkets for 26, 27 quid. And you know what? Yeah, when you see an offer like that, you're going to pick it up. So, I don't think I've done a Penderyn before. I've had a Penderyn before. It was one of the initial releases, but I didn't review it. So, if you've got to pour this or something similar, or whatever tickles your fancy, wing it into your glass. Share a drink with me together as we get through this, and we'll see how it goes. So we'll start off in the nose. Sláinte. Oh, it's very fresh and fruity right up front. Toffee, melon. And you know what? Fresh double cream. Really rich aroma coming over. Strawberries, and really quite vibrant strawberries. Juicy sultanas. And there's even a hint of nice, juicy, fresh mandarin oranges in there. And that's probably coming to my mind because I've been eating a lot of mandarin oranges lately. They're really nice. You should try them if you don't already. Really good for you too, apparently.
That's what the wife says. But anyway.
It's quite malty on the nose as well. And there's something else. What the hell is it? Milky. And there's an effervescence coming in on the nose there too. Malty, biscuity. Cheesecake. Strawberry cheesecake. Really, really nice nose. So let's give it a go on the palate. Sláinte. Wow, that's a very, very crisp arrival. Really is totally different in many ways from the nose. It's fresh green apple, crisp apple juice, and then you get a burst of mixed spice coming in there too. And then that apple becomes a wee bit more like a cooking apple. The juiciness erodes a wee bit as it goes across the mid palate, as it transitions to the back of the palate, and it has a wee bit of a drying effect on the palate. A wee bit of cinnamon spice, a wee bit of nutmeg coming into play, and a wee bit of cinnamon. And then once again, a wee bit of squeezed orange in there as well. Really interesting first sip. Now here comes toffee, and then it mellows a wee bit to coffee, like a light coffee, like something like Mellow Birds. Like if you weren't a coffee drinker originally, you would start off with something light, and that's what this is coming through as. And then some of that fruitiness returns, and again I'm getting strawberries, I'm getting mandarin orange, and then there's, what is it? There's darker fruits, there's raisins there's plums, there's sultanas, and there's a wee bit of an oakiness coming into play as well. But at the same time, it's not too drying, and that like mandarin strawberry thing going on keeps a wee bit of juiciness there to stop it from being too drying. It's an interesting, it really is an interesting and a wee bit, probably quite a different experience than what I was really expecting. Now the mouthfeel, while it is initially drying, that fruity sort of mandarin strawberry juiciness does give it a wee bit of vibrance. It sort of suckers you in and thinks this is going to be a really dry, sort of dry palate, but it's not. It's just that first impression, and then those juicy flavours open up a wee bit, and as it goes to the back of the palate, there's a wee bit of a spiciness there. It's a wee bit of a citrus, tangy thing. Do you know what? And then there's a wee bit of finally, a wee bit of that bourbon maturation coming in there, but it's only slight. It's vanilla, and that's about it. Maybe a touch of oak. You know what? This is what Ralphie would call an integrity whiskey, and it does all the things right. And well, I don't really make much of this thing. Comes in a lovely bottle, comes in a lovely case, and the case sort of pushes forward because it's got the sort of like mirrory background. Pushes forward like the whiskey is a vibrant thing to look at on the shelf. So it is a masterpiece in terms of marketing that way, and it will stand out. But as always, the proof is in the tasting. Do you know what? This is a bloody nice, pleasing pour. In my opinion, if the palate lived up to the promise of the nose, it would be much, much better. But that said, it's still a very, very nice whiskey. 38 quid. But as you know, I don't judge the whiskey on its price. I judge it and score it on how it tastes. I'll just let you guys know what the price is and what the deal is, and then you can judge for yourselves whether you think it's good value for money or not. You know what? I like this. It is good. It's not wildly complex, but by God, it's an easy sipper. It has nice flavours. It has contrasty flavours and a really nice balance. It's not going to blow your mind, but neither is it going to say, oh, this ain't nice. And you know what? See if you get this in your local supermarket and you see it in the £20 range. Pick it up all day long. So for me, that's going to be a score of 85. And I'll tell you one thing too. As you can see here, I've been down this bottle quite a bit. And if you let this open up over time and let it sit for maybe 10-15 minutes before you drink it, it gets even better as well. So if you've tried it, folks, let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks again for your support, and until the next time, keep on looking after yourselves, looking after each other, and keep on drinking your whiskey the way you like it. Sláinte. Thanks for watching, folks. I really do appreciate it. Please check out these other reviews, and if you'd like to support the channel, the best way is by subscribing, liking and commenting. And don't forget to ring that bell for all video notifications so you don't miss out on any future content. Cheers.